Are you playing the left side in doubles and feel like you're just reacting instead of taking control? Today, I'm breaking down the exact drills every left side player needs to own the middle, set up your partner, and win more points. Let's jump in. Hey everyone, if you don't already know me, my name's Cam Luring. I'm a professional pickleball player competing on the APP and PPA tour. I'm currently ranked inside the top 20 in mixed doubles. Today, we're going over drills to master the left-hand side and take control of your games. Our first game today is should I dink or should I go? So how this works is Brad is going to be stationed up at the kitchen line. I'm on the kitchen line as well. We're both playing the left-hand side. So Brad, for right now, or one player, has to go middle on every single dink. The other player is working on this middle ball, looking to take this out of the air. Now, one of the most common patterns that I see at all levels, especially the pro level, is this left-hand side player looking to take the ball out of the air and push out wide to that backhand side. Especially if you're able to take that backhand out of the air, you're taking time away from your opponent. So you don't have to hit a great ball. A lot of times that player is going to step back, let it bounce, and then you're getting it back behind to their backhand side. So how this works is as Brad is going middle on every single ball, I'm looking to take the ball out of the air if I can. If not, I'm going to dink it back. But if I can take it out of the air, I have two options. I can either dink it back or I can look to speed up. Now, a lot of this is going to be dependent on how good of a ball you hit prior. So if I have Brad out of position, the other thing you need to know is how high the ball is. So I would say if I'm making contact below my waist, I want to look to dink this ball back. If I have this ball above my waist, then I can look to attack. Also, still dink the ball because there's going to be multiple times where if Brad sees the ball's a little bit higher, he's probably going to anticipate a speed up. So it could be useful to still dink a couple of those back and try to get it to that backhand side. All right, Brad, you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, we're going to play to 11.
Okay.
All right, 0-0. Okay, all right, let's get a rally. 1-0. Okay, there we go. All right, 2-0. Ooh, good try. 3-0. Okay, good rally. One thing, notice as I'm taking these balls out of the air, my paddle is already starting in front of the kitchen line. So one thing I teach a lot of is when we're at the kitchen line, our feet are behind the kitchen line, but we want our paddle in front of that kitchen line. What that allows me to do now is, let's say this is the kitchen line. All I have to do is turn my wrist and let the ball meet my paddle, right? If I have to overextend for this ball, that's a ball I should be letting bounce, okay? The problem is, if we are here with our paddle down by our side, and last second you recognize you can take the ball out of the air, you tend to reach, and then you pop the ball up because you're getting too much power behind the ball. It's a lot better to let the ball meet your paddle. 7-1. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, 10-1, match point. Oh, okay. Our second drill today is going to be push versus roll. So first, let's talk about what that means. A push dink is a defensive dink. That's where we're slicing the ball. A lot of times this is used when you're on defense and that ball is getting behind you. A roll dink, that's an offensive dink. So that's when our feet are set, the ball is close to your body, and you're able to generate a little bit of topspin. One really important thing to remember is if the ball is not close to your body, it should be a defensive dink. It's really tough when we get our arms way out here to still generate topspin. The closer the ball is to your body, the easier it is to manipulate the ball and create topspin. All right, so Drew, for this drill, I'm going to have you doing all defensive dinks, working on that slice dink. I'm going to do offensive dinks, and we're just going to keep the rally going. Good, try to push it a little bit deeper. Okay. Good. Good. Try it. Remember with that defensive dink, when we're just using one hand, try to keep your paddle face above your wrist, right? When you start dropping that paddle face, you lose a lot of stability with your paddle. When it's up, you have a lot more stability and control. Okay. Good. Sorry. You good? Dang, so as we're doing this rally, notice we're just going backhand to backhand. All right, right now, if you're going to play the left-hand side, you need to have a solid backhand, something that's consistent and something that's deceptive. So we're going backhand to backhand. As you're doing this drill, shoot for a number, right? Depending on your skill level, that could be anywhere between trying to get 5 to 10 in a row, all the way up to 50 in a row. Or 2 for me. I don't know, Drew, that might be stretching it. Good. Ooh. Nice, take a ball down. Here we go. Good rally. Nice. Good get. Good. Good. Sorry? Good. Nice, good rally. Oh yeah, there we go. Our third and final game today is going to be left side gameplay. So all we're doing is Brad and I are playing a ball out cross court. Anything goes. So you can dink, you can speed up. One thing I want to talk about is when we look to initiate a speed up from the left-hand side, we need to make sure that, Brad, go and stand maybe like 1 or 2 steps from that middle line. Okay, we need to make sure, right, let's say I'm about to initiate a speed up. Brad is positioned in the right spot for a counter, okay? He should be guarding with his forehand side, right? If you are going to be a left side player, you need to be looking to protect the middle with the forehand or counter with the forehand when the ball is diagonal from you. All right, so this is really important because the highest percentage shot for me to hit when speeding up is going to be where I can hit the ball through the entire length of the court, which for right now would be middle, maybe even a little bit of Brad's like right or left, right hip, right shoulder. Okay, but anything that goes towards that outside hip or outside left side shoulder, that ball is probably going out because I do not have much court to work with. So I have to, the only way I'm getting that ball to stay in is if I take quite a bit of pace off that ball. Even if I hit it super fast but it's low over the net, a lot of times, the majority of the time, that is still going out just because you hardly have any court to work with. Okay, so when you're playing, recognize that if the ball is diagonal from you, you're guarding the middle with your forehand. Okay, if you get beat cross court, when I'm playing, if I get beat cross court, right, I just say, good ball, I don't even think twice about it, right? Because the chances of them hitting that ball multiple times is very low. You'll notice when you start playing a lot of games, majority of speed ups or a majority of winners are hit through the middle because whoever that is diagonal from the ball is not shifting over far enough in the middle. Another good thing to know as we're doing this drill is when that ball or that speed up is initiated, okay, we want to think about getting our inside foot on that middle line. Okay, that's about how far over you want to be when you're looking to counterattack. Any questions, Brad?
No, we're playing it straight up. Anything goes.
Anything goes. We're playing diagonal, left side to left side, and we're going to play to 11.
Okay. Cam, are there any variations we can do with this game, or is it always going to be anything goes straight up?
So, no, yeah, there's a couple variations you can do. Another good way to play this game is only one side can initiate a speed up. Okay, that way we're working on one person attacking, looking for that right ball, and that other person can look to see when they're popping it up a little bit and making sure that you're shifting over. I actually really like that variation because what I see a lot of times in games is somebody pops the ball up and then they're like, oh crap, I hit a bad ball, and they just stand here, right? The court is so small, even if you hit a bad dink or if you pop it up, there's a good chance you can still counter the ball as long as you're sliding towards the middle. Okay. All right. So, yep, we'll play to 11. Anything goes. Either of us can speed up.
Okay.
All right. 0-0. Oh, good try. Okay, like that. That was a good example of the first drill we talked about, right? I took the ball out of the air. I didn't do a lot with the ball, but just because I took it out of the air, I took enough time away from Brad to where he was rushed. 1-0. I own that middle, Brad. Take it. 3-1.
3-1. Here we go.
And good rally. 4-1. I will say that last ball, Brad, probably not the right ball to speed up on, right? I see that a ton of times at the amateur levels. A lot of the players that I coach, okay, somebody gets a dead dink, a ball that's sitting up, right? But I'm not out of position. So this person always thinks that they need to speed it up right away. A lot of times it's just one more setup ball. Okay, instead, Brad, I'd like to see you pull that ball out wide. I would say aim for right about here because now if I let that ball bounce, you're going to get behind me and I'm out of position.
Yeah.
Okay. What is that?
4-1.
4-1. Good. Oh. 5-2. Good try. Yep, you're almost there. 6-2. Yes. Perfect, Brad. Look at that. That time, all right, remember the score is 6-3. That time, right? Don't forget it. Okay, that time though, okay, Brad had multiple balls that he took out of the air, right? But it was a little bit low, right? And he stayed disciplined, decided to play those back cross court and keep me on defense, right? A lot of times it's just make your opponent play one more ball. Good shot, Brad. 6-3.
Yep.
6-3. Nice. Okay, 7-3. That's right. Use your forehand there.
Yeah.
8-4. $10-5. Oh, a little tomahawk. Let's go. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and leave a comment if you have questions over anything going over the left-hand side. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, so if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be a huge help to us on this journey to 5,000. Make sure to also turn on that bell for post notifications, and we will see you all again next Friday.